Hi, I'm Ashleigh, this is Pudsey, and we are doing an exclusive interview for FanCarpet. So Mission ImPUDSEYble is an interactive spy adventure, and we really want the audience to be part of the show as well. So it's a little bit like Panto, but out of season Panto. So the audience really help me and Puds go around the world and save the day, basically. And there's loads of different elements to the show, so something for everyone. We obviously have Pudsey, a dancing dog, we have singers, acrobatics, West End performers. Pudsey actually flies in a jetpack and drives a car as well. So there really is something for everyone. Yeah, not many dogs have flown in a jetpack. He loves it. I'm lucky because he loves heights. He loves looking down on everyone, and when he looks down, his ears kind of flop forward. So he loves it, and driving a car as well. So we have Stevie from X Factor joining us. We had him on the Easter tour as well, and we also had Joe Swash join us on the Easter tour. But for the May and I think for the summer holiday tour, we have Stevie Richie. There we go, we got him again. He's great fun. He's definitely a big character, so you know he's there. But yeah, he makes the show really good fun. Pudsey's always going to win. Pudsey's always going to win. So Pudsey will always get the biggest cheer as well when it comes to bows at the end. And I think everyone quickly gets used to that as well. In any show we do the bows and then Pudsey comes out and everyone goes crazy. So it's always going to be Pudsey. Do you know what? At the moment, our cast are brilliant. We've had so many great reviews, and having Stevie on board as well just gives it that really funny kind of comedy element as well, and he's such a big character. So at the moment I think we're really happy with who we've got. But who knows? Who knows? We haven't actually thought about that, so we might go away and be like, "Hi, Stevie." Bless him, Stevie's lovely. Yeah, possibly. Last year we did Wizard of Oz. We toured that for a couple of weeks, but that was just literally 2 weeks, and that was the end of the run. And now we get to do Mission ImPUDSEYble. But that's a great idea. We could all do like different themes, couldn't we? So this year it's Mission ImPUDSEYble, like spy, and then next year, like you said, a Western, or I'm not sure a romance would really work, but
have lasers outside.
Exactly. But yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool.
Well, I've been teaching dogs, like training dogs since I was about 5, so pretty much my whole life. And I started with the agility, so the obstacle course and everything, and that's still a big part of my life. And then Pudsey was the first dog that I started the canine freestyle with, and it kind of went from there really. I'm lucky that he loves showing off, he loves being in front of the camera and a massive audience and crowd that really cheer for him, so he really does thrive off this. What we do basically, he just loves it, and not many dogs would do it at all. Some dogs would go on that stage and freak out and not want to go on, but he loves it, he really does thrive on it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I had a chat with my mum and my nan, and I was just like, look, Britain's Got Talent, what do you think? And they were the ones that were like, yeah, go for it. I was nervous because at the end of the day it was me going on the stage. It's all well for them, like they're not the ones going on, but I had to go on. And with a dog, you just never know. He has a mind of his own. If he doesn't want to do it, he won't do it. So it's very nerve-wracking, but the most surreal thing was being so nervous backstage for my audition. Like, I had this horrible thought in my head that I was going to forget my routine, and I've never done it before, but I was just like, I'm going to forget it. And then as soon as I stepped onto the stage, my nerves just went, literally just went. So it was meant to be, I think. Obviously I'd never been in front of a crowd like that or done anything like that before, so I didn't know what to expect. Obviously Pudsey, I thought he was going to be half asleep actually, because it was like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Was that when your audition was at 10?
Yeah, so we got there at like 10 in the morning and wasn't filming until like 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
So I was a little bit worried he was going to be too tired, but it's almost like Pudsey knows. He knows when it's a big performance and he's got to put everything into it and behave. It was strange actually, because for my final performance, I started up in the air on like a chair, so the whole Mission Impossible even, I said impossible so much now. So I was in a chair like up in the air, and they were playing my VT on the big screen, so while I was getting ready to do my performance, I could just see my VT and watch, you know, my audition and see how far I'd come. And in that moment, I felt sick, but I was just like, you've got to go for it at the end of the day with a show like Britain's Got Talent, because if you don't put everything into it, you're going to regret it. You're going to be like, well, I could have done so much better. And we'd actually put things in that routine that I'd never done with Pudsey before, and we only had a couple of days rehearsals, and it was such a big performance and such a risk as well. Luckily it all went to plan, and that performance is the only performance that Pudsey's ever done foot perfect, because when it comes to a performance with a dog, you know, sometimes he gets a bit too excited and goes off and does his own thing, but that performance he did it spot on, perfect.
That's great.
The whole day for the Royal Variety was very nerve-wracking. I probably felt more nervous for the Royal Variety than I did Britain's Got Talent, just because I felt like people would have expectations and my routine had to be even bigger and even better, and I was so busy at the time, literally getting back from America and just in the middle of rehearsals and panto. I was just so nervous. Then we did our performance and meeting the Queen. I was like, what do I do? And I was a bit nervous, but yeah, it's such an incredible day. They gave you rules. We had rules, like I couldn't put my hand out first. I had to wait for the Queen to give me her hand, and I wasn't allowed to talk first. I had to wait for her to want to talk to me. So it was a little bit nerve-wracking. Pudsey was asleep on my arm at that point. It was like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and he was like, I've had enough now. Exactly, so he wasn't too fussed about meeting the Queen. You know, we had a little handshake. Okay. She was very delicate.
What did she...
She obviously watched Britain's Got Talent because she recognised who we were. And then she just asked what was the tip to training dogs. And I was so nervous. It's probably one of the only, I don't really get starstruck or anything like that, but at that moment I did, and I was just like, no, food. And she still hasn't ramped me up to train her corgis yet, unfortunately. I love presenting, and that's something I'd really like to get into more in the future. And then being a judge, going back to Fountain Studios, where Britain's Got Talent is filmed, and actually sitting on the judging panel rather than being up there doing it. I felt like I really had a connection with the people that were performing, because you know, a few months earlier that was me. So I felt like I was a nice judge, I think, and I wasn't harsh. But the thing is, when you're judging, everyone thinks Simon Cowell's really mean, but he's not. He's just honest, and I think that's what you need. He sees so many different acts that he needs to be honest, because if you let everyone through, it's going to be a huge competition. But yeah, presenting, I absolutely love it. I'd like to do more of it in the future. And if Simon's looking for a judge for Britain's Got Talent, I'm your girl.
Brilliant. So
if you're a dog actor going on Britain's Got Talent, I do feel like this is one of the most difficult acts. It might not be the most, you know, scary, or you might not die in the act, but your dog can do anything. Like literally, you can't control a dog. If they don't want to do it, they won't do it. If your dog wants to run off the stage, then there's not much you can do about it, apart from run after it. So go out there, have fun. Be aware of the audiences. I mean, if you've got a dog that's never done anything like that before, you don't know how they're going to react. But most of all, just go out there and have fun. That's my biggest advice to anyone going on Britain's Got Talent. Enjoy it and have fun.
Excellent.
Crufts, well, Crufts is all about dogs, isn't it? It's great, and I do think even if you're not a dog person, you know what Crufts is. I'd like to think they do anyway. Exactly. Crufts is the world's biggest dog show, and for anybody that manages to get there or qualifies to get there with any dog is just, well, they're incredible, because it's so difficult to get there and qualify for it. So again, have fun. That's my motto of life. Have fun whatever you're doing, because you never know when it's going to end. Yeah,
That's
Pudsey
the
the Dog, the movie. That was another big project, another scary project because we only had 5 weeks to film it, and for a movie, that's really short.
Did you feel like it was really intense and that maybe Pudge just didn't want to do it? Or were there times that you probably just didn't want to do it?
It was hard work. I mean, in the mornings we're getting up at like 4:30 in the morning and you don't finish until like late at night. So it's really intense. But it was great, another great experience, and I'm so lucky with every job that I've done that they're completely different, and not many people can say that they've, you know, made their own film, got their own stage show, done panto, also get to go on TV and perform. We're so lucky that we get to do a bit of everything, and not many people can do that, so we're very grateful. So with PETA, I'm not an ambassador or anything like that at PETA. I literally did a one-off campaign with them back in 2012 to stop animals in circuses, and luckily that's been accomplished now in this country, so animals can't be in circuses, which is great. So, I mean, PETA are very extreme with what they believe in, so some things I'm with them on, and other things I'm not. So I'm not, now I'm not involved with PETA at all. So I did that one-off campaign, and that was all. A judge, I'd love to be a judge on Britain's Got Talent. Presenting, there are a lot of dog programmes at the moment that are on telly. I mean, we are a nation of dog lovers, and when I had my CBBC show, dogs, even adults said they sit there and watched it. So I think I'm your girl, like, I'm the girl to present for dogs. But not only dogs, I'd like to get into other things. I'd love to do Strictly. Love to do Strictly, or I'm a Celebrity as well. One
to
of those
present?
shows. No, to go on.
Oh, cool.
Strictly, I'd love to go on. And I'm a Celebrity as well. I think with I'm a Celebrity, it gets you to do things that you never thought you'd be able to do unless you're in that environment.
If you're in if you're in the environment of I'm a celeb, what things do you think that will challenge you?
Honestly, you don't know until you get into that environment. I
If
must
they got you
admit,
to be in like rats or bugs, do you think?
rats and things like that I can deal with. I get very hangry, so if I got hungry, people would need to move out of my way. Also spiders, I'm absolutely petrified of spiders. But then again, it's helped a lot of people to get over their fears, so you never know, I'll probably go in there and be like, spiders, fine, whatever.
Just have like tarantula juice next, it's like,
Yeah!
hey, maybe not yet.
Not quite yet. Well, the thing I love about Strictly is that you get to learn something new every week, so a different dance every single week, and I'd love that, I'd love to be part of it. I love to dance anyway, and you know, obviously I dance with my dog, so I'm not the most professional dancer ever, but I would like to get to know a bit more about it, and I think it'd just be great fun, and you get really fit as well. Just a massive thank you for everything that they've done for us. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here now. We wouldn't have won Britain's Got Talent, so everyone that voted for us, you know, we are here now doing what we're doing because of you, so thank you.
That's right.
Sit, dinner.